Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And this is my train wreck. Kind of, just kidding, but not really. Y'all know with these kinds of videos, it's, definitely hit or miss depending on my mood, how the stars are aligned, what sign is in what sort of planet situation. But we're doing another try on camera. I am disgustingly late to this particular game. We're going to be doing a try on, first impressions with this palette. I'm going to have a review for this palette. It came out in the interim, the transitionary period from me moving from where I was to my parents. So we have it now, and we're going to be using the ever so glorious, the ever so bright and fantabulous Coloured Raine Juicy Boost palette. Matte to shimmer ratio got me all kinds of hot and bothered on this shiz. All these glorious mattes, and then just 3 shimmers. So I am honestly so freaking ready to slather this shiz all over my face. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna film something after this. I guess that depends on how this situation goes. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing makeup on camera that I have contacts. So I hope that will improve the situation, because that's always I get the I can't see. I got you all in closer a little bit so you can see my fantabulous perspiration. If you hear a soft little bit of a whirring or loud, I'm not sure. I haven't edited this yet, obviously. That's because there's a fan right over there, because your girl cannot handle the heat in the parents' house. We've got like 2.5 little baby air conditioners, and that ain't cutting it. But we are just gonna move on with this like good little boys and gals, theys and thems. And I think I want to go pink going on here, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go green for the review, because green is my thing. So we're just gonna get a little bit of pink situation going on here. Gonna start off with my real it brushes. It brushes for Ulta number 107, which is one of my favorites. We are, switching it up just a little bit, and I'm just gonna start off with pink grapefruit right here. Y'all know I am a fairly big fan of that Coloured Raine formula. That Vivid Pigments palette was sort of like the biting of the bullet, as it were. And ever since then, I just, we haven't looked back. I feel like this palette is gonna end up working really well with the Vivid Pigments palette. I'll probably bring that palette into focus and discuss it more in my review than here, because obviously we're just discussing the first impressions, how it works. And it's working nice right now. See, all kinds of situation like this. And I love the fact that my lighting, for the first time ever, you will notice, isn't going crazy in and out of saturation. So we are thanking sweet Lord baby Jesus for that. Also, if you hear chaos and like the sound of 1,000 little feeties going on, Sebastian, my little ding ding, is in some kind of mood today, and is going all around on the walls and everywhere. We do have some powdery kick up going up on here in the pan. That's pretty on par with Coloured Raine, I find, but I'm not experiencing any fallout on this area here, although there is, kick up in the pan, all that jazz. Yes, baby boy. You okay? You a handsome man, or you losing your mind? Or you both? It's also blending out really well. I'll be the first to say this is not my best application ever right here. We are in a new situation, so I like to blame my lack of makeup skills on my surroundings. I keep taking this color higher up here, hoping that it will even it out, and that is not the case. So right now I just look like I've been punched in the face. Yay me. Love that for me. All right, let's see if we can't do a better application on this eye over here. Obviously we'll have to wait and see. There's that saturation. Hello darkness, my old friend, or brightness in this case. Just going all the way up and along along. Yep, y'all can see there's the saturation. There's the friend that I know. I find that with this shade so far, it isn't as like crazy initially heckin' pigmented like the Coloured Raine Vivid Pigments, duh. It isn't as like, oh my goodness, it's so stark and heckin' pigmented, I don't know what to do with it. You know, there is some ability to build up here, which is something I appreciate in a colorful, bright eyeshadow. I know I've seen, let me see here, I've seen Britt Clark talk about this. I've seen Karen Harris. I mean, this shiz came out, they teased it and everyone was like, holy heckin' whateverness, I need this shiz, and admittedly I was one of them. They also had some really cool liquid lipstick colors. They had like a green, a deep purple. I got some of those because your girl needs another colored lipstick like I need a hole in my head. Okay, I think we're good enough with this color. Not my best blend, not my best positioning, but that is okay. I'm feeling kind of like watermelon vibes right now, which, you know, I'm okay with. Your girl loves watermelon. I'm now gonna take my It brushes for Ulta number 112, and we're gonna go right on into, we'll do the Cranberry Vanilla shade right here. We'll just go right on down the pigment line. Do a little bit of this right here. See how pigmented. Let's see if she... No. Now some pigmented going on there. I'm not sure how well y'all can see, but I got it right up in here. I actually prefer doing, for some reason, this eye tends to turn out better than this one over here. No idea why that is. Probably just the makeup gods hating me, because your girl tends to have that kind of luck. Not sure why. It's nice. I don't think it's like, you know, like kind of like the first shade. It's not like, oh my goodness, I have so much pigment, I don't know what to do with it, which is kind of nice because as much as I love the Vivid Pigments palette, it can be just a wee bit intimidating, especially if you're like recommending it to someone. You're like, yeah, this is an amazing palette, but Jesus take the wheel. If you do one thing wrong, then that's it. This is really pretty going on here. Like I said, we've got like watermelon vibes going all up in here. It doesn't have, I don't know if it's specifically the colors I picked. I would think looking at those two colors there, I would have a little bit more gradation. It does look a bit more vivid on camera than it is in person. So I'm not entirely sure what that is all about. It's really pretty, but it's just not quite as high of contrast or saturation as I was initially thinking. Could be my eyelids. Oftentimes when I do these on camera, excuse me, burp squad. But when I do these on camera situations, that's when my eyelid decides to be all like, I am not gonna have any kind of eyeshadow all up on here. And then I get people commenting, well, that's because you're stupid and you have to use the darkest shade to the lighter shade. Yeah, laughing emojis. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I do my makeup the way that I do, okay? One of these days, I will learn how to do the darker to lighter gradient blending makeup technique, but today is not that day. So oftentimes people are just like, well, it's your own fault because you've got so many layers going on and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's whatever, you know, you do you, boo-boo. Part of it also might be that I'm slouched as all get out. Oh my goodness, I'm literally sitting on an unpadded stool with no back and my butt hurts. But we are in here accompanied by my two fluffy babies and we are attempting the sleigh. Yeah, things have been interesting for me. I am currently in my old bedroom at my parents' house. This is where I spent, this house is where I spent 26 years of my life. Yeah, girl was born and raised in Virginia. And this is my transitionary position until I move into my new place, back in Front Royal, which is where my sister-in-law and her boyfriend are currently at, and they are going to be following my in-laws moving to Florida. So after they do that, we are going to be taking up their rentership at the house they are currently in. Girl was stressing out really hard about that, and then that just kind of fell into place. Was very very grateful about that. Once again, not my best blend, but you know, we are working with it. Then I've got obviously my Essence Angled Crease Brush. My Essence Angled Crease Brush. And we're gonna just say to heck with it and go in with Apple Strawberry right here. And we're gonna like put a whole bunch of shabing bang on that outer corner, hopefully. Red can go wrong so very quickly. I mean, any eyeshadow can go wrong very quickly, but just a titchy bit. Mustn't use too much. I am finding it, like I keep saying, it may be the way that I'm using it. Maybe I suck at makeup, but I find that the pigments, like the color that I'm getting in the pan, is not what I am getting on my eyelid, and my eye is starting to do that stupid thing where the color does not want to adhere. So I'm going to go bang my head into a wall. Like, seriously, I am not here for this. It's moments like this where I literally want to take my skin, my flesh, and rip it off and start all over again. Maybe that is a bit, because if you see, you look at the gradation in that pan, and that is not what I am getting on my lids. Like, I'm getting it on my brush. Behold, all sorts of pigmentation. And then I put it onto here and it's like, pfft. And I hate that. I really, 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 really hate that for me so stinking much. So I don't know if it's because my eyelid skin is deciding it wants to be the world's biggest butt today, but I feel like I am not getting anywhere near the depth and definition I could get from ColourPop or Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. Crucify me for saying his name on my channel. I don't care. But it's just really, really faint. And I am not happy about that, you know? It's just kind of like, that's it with the deep dark red, and that's it without. Not that much of a difference. I'm literally just, this is where I get frustrated, and I'm like, I have so much product on this brush, and absolutely nothing. Let's see if we can maybe try this with a different brush to see if the pigment will stick that way, though I freaking doubt it. Alright, going up on there. I am just not getting. Oh my stars, I hate this. I hate it. So I'm just gonna see, I'm taking this, and I'm just really like, we're creating all the kick up in that pan, all the kick up, lots of pigment, lots of color on here, and it's gonna be absolutely nothing. I hate this. Like, it's just a faint, subtle. If I wanted a faint, subtle wash of color, I wouldn't pay this price for it. Are my eyelids just like really, really dry? Am I just ugly? Oh, I'm getting so frustrated. I'm getting very, very frustrated. Not happy about this. Currently, the only good thing I have to say about this, for as much pigment as I am packing on this brush and packing on my face, no fallout around here. I guess you could at least give me that. Oh, I'm not happy right now. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna like call time of death on this, because I am packing this shiz on, and I'm so freaking tired of doing my makeup and having it not turn out, because apparently that's what happens when you don't go from dark to the lightest shade, and I just suck at makeup. I apologize. I am a wee bit stressed today, and I am just not having this. I am not in the mood. Alright, at this point, just screw it. I'm just doing the lower lash line. We're gonna go in with Berry Beet right here with my Real Techniques shading brush, and we're just gonna try to, you know, I said that little train wreck phrase in the beginning without any sort of whatever with this, and maybe that was some foreshadowing, because I'm sorry, the lack of pigmentation and blendability and buildability right there is not happy. And yeah, maybe I could sit here and be like, well, it's my fault because I don't know how to apply eyeshadow correctly. I'm sorry. There is no one perfect way to apply eyeshadow. Yes, I'm getting a little salty because I'm tired of like pro MUAs and whatever reacting, being like, well, you're just doing it wrong because you're stupid. Like, I'm old. I'm 30. I don't have time to deal with this. I am not a fancy makeup artist. I do really like that shade. That's really pretty. I like that shiz. But it's heckin' pigmented and it's coming on nice. You know, the look isn't bad. I'm just saying, for the level of gradient that I did going on here, you'd think it would be a bit more like, ba boom. Because I'm not going to reach in for this palette for these red shades if I can get the same effect with all the other red palettes I have. Obviously, I've only tried these shades. I haven't tried the red yet. And, you know, y'all will see in my review how that turns out. But I'm not here for a palette that doesn't want to work. Okay, so we're going to take this all the way upsies to here. Just like I said, one thing that this shiz has going for it is I've been packing this shiz on. And it's heckin' powdery, and it hasn't had crazy fallout up on my cheekies. So, that's something. It's at times like this where I just want to throw all my makeup out and be like, I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. I am not going to try. And I understand. That's totally the bipolar in me. That's the bipolar. That's the all or nothing sort of attitude that I have. But it is frustrating. Sometimes, especially when you're like, jacked, and this side you're like, oh, that's gonna be nice and smooth. Alright, let's see if the red layers over this. Probably not. Jesus, take the wheel. I mean, I feel like I'm having the same problem with these shadows as I have with the Juvia's Place ones, where they're really powdery, they're really dry, and as such, they're not conducive to the layering technique that I do. So, you know, maybe it is my fault. Maybe it is my problem. You know, they just kind of, when you want to layer them over another shade, they're just kind of flying away rather than adding any sort of depth or definition. I mean, it doesn't look like bad, but it also doesn't look like something that I'd want to plaster all over my social media. All right, we might as well throw a shimmer on this hot garbage fire, and we're gonna go in with Sweet Ruby using my Moda, I have no freaking idea brush. Oh wait, SM shader. You'd think after using these brushes like every single blinking tutorial, I would know what I'm doing. Oh no, this is gonna be one of those shimmers. Why? Gonna be one of those chunky, funny, special, fancy formulated shimmers that's... I hate that for me. Can you not? Okay. That's not gonna work. This is what I mean with problematic shimmers. When you dip your brush in and all you get are flakes. I hate that. This is just gonna be, I'm gonna title this video, Everything I Hate. Every little like tidbit of a thing that I hate that an eyeshadow palette could potentially do is doing in this palette. So, with the problematic shimmer, we're gonna go in with the Moda Glam Topper. I love this. Highly recommend it for problematic shimmers because you're able to take those flakes, put it on here, and have so much more control, although this shiz is still, oh my stars. If you have textured eyelids, no. And this, I am getting fallout with. This is why I love matte so much, because shimmers are like a uncontrollable force. They're like the ocean, you know? Don't turn your back on it because it's gonna do some crazy shiz that you're not gonna like. Which is really funny because y'all remember back in like early Soraya YouTube days, I did all shimmer looks all day long. I put shimmers in my crease. I blended shimmers over other shimmers. It was my thing. Whereas now I'm like, not so much. It's pretty. It's nice looking, but this is not going to be something that I'm going to be like, why, yes, this is the end-all be-all shimmer that I think I'm going to be using when I want something pink. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Like, it's like, I don't know if you could tell, but it's like, it looks chunky on my eyelid. You see that? Do you see that? And so I keep trying to add more, and it just kind of moves it around and makes my eyelid look like I am 1,000 years old. This is not happy. I am not happy. I am not happy, Bob. Take some red and see if I can, I don't know. I have no idea at this point. I hate my life. No. Nay. Oh, God. It looks okay on camera, but I'm looking at myself in the... No. I hate this. I hate it. I'm being super negative in this video, and I don't even flipping care, because, like, okay, let's just... All right, I'm gonna put my finger all up in here, all like, see, it looks all like, you're like, oh, look how nice and foiled that is. And we've got the Blueberry Burst, which is a nice, normal, creamy, formulated shimmer. Oh, that's so nice. In fact, I'm gonna take that shimmer and put it all over this lid for shiz and giggles. Obviously, we're gonna see, I don't think I'm even gonna finish my face today. We're gonna see if it works with this brush. Looks like it's gonna. Ooh, look at that pretty shimmer. I think. I could be lying. Okay, there we go. There we go. Maybe. Oh, I hate this. Ugh. What is this? No. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I signed up for. Back to this little thing. All right, let's just slap some of this shiz on it. If I could return this shiz, I would. I'm not saying it's bad. Obviously, my review, I feel, is gonna be so, like, I'm gonna get dragged. I'm gonna get so flipping dragged. They're gonna be like, you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know how to do I hate myself. Can we just... Some Lamaze breathing. I'm ready to just die. I'm ready to just throw everything in. Obviously, we will see. I mean, it's getting everywhere. I have no control over this. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, like I keep saying, like I always say, maybe I suck at makeup, but like, I've tried Coloured Raine before, okay? I like their formula. I love their matte formula, you know, and I've seen so many people rave about this shiz. I am late to the game, so we've talked about this already. I've seen people's reviews and people love this shiz. And I look like a crazy person who is playing with makeup for the first time in their life. That's exactly what I look like right now. Like, I keep saying, maybe it's just me. No, is it me? Please tell me no. Please let me know down below. Is it me? Because looking at myself right now, I suck at makeup. Like, there is no, like, maybe I suck at makeup. It's, I suck at makeup. Yo, I'm not even gonna put foundation on myself today. We're not even gonna go through that. It's so pretty, and it has, like, you know, and then this lemon wheatgrass shade, which is like a gold, but it's like yellowy greeny. Y'all know that is my kind of shiz. I mean, that looks beautiful. What am I doing wrong? Because I swear to God, if it's just because, see, this is where I'm getting so frustrated like now. Y'all have no idea. I'm literally like, if the only reason I can't make this palette work for me is because I'm literally not working my eyeshadows from darkest to lightest, I am going to be, excuse my language, pissed. Because there is no one way to do makeup, you know? Maybe I need to stop before my head explodes and I just take this and just yeet it right out the window. So yeah, I'm gonna take a really unflattering thumbnail and we will see how this goes. I am not happy. Not happy. Well, before I leave, let's try one of the liquid lipsticks. So maybe we'll put a little color on this garbage fire. I'm just gonna do some nice pink stuff. This one is the shade Summer. I do like their liquid lipsticks. I have a couple of them before I got these ones. So we'll see how this happens. And then I'm just gonna completely suck at applying lipstick, which I do. Let's be honest. Applying lipstick is probably my least favorite thing to do ever. Like, I'd rather do eyebrows. I'd rather do eyeliner, but doing liquid lipstick, just, I hate it. Na, 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 na. Nice and pretty. La, 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 la. Pretty color. I totally effed it up on the side here. I look like a crazy person. I look like a 12-year-old that has gotten into her mother's makeup. Although this is not my mother's makeup because there's no way my mother would be wearing this on her eyes. She has a much more subdued and natural, more classy, more elegant taste in makeup. Don't do it. I love this. I really love this for me. I feel like I could take a picture of this and this is going to be the epitome of, they're going to show some kind of fancy, really nice, intricate makeup look, and then it's going to be my picture and it's going to be like, nailed it! I really hate my life right now. And I'm going to call it at that. I don't even know if this video is going to go up or not. We will certainly have to see after I edit it because I look awful. I am just garbage fire right now. Not a big fan of this liquid lipstick either. Look what it's doing. Look, it's like eating away at itself. Love that for me. By all means, go down to the comments and tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how much I suck at makeup and tell me how absolutely amazing this palette is and all of Coloured Raine Cosmetics and that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stupid and I should get off of the internet. That escalated a little quickly, but your girl is frustrated. We're tested. We're pressed. It's not fun right now. But for those of you that did watch and at least somewhat enjoy, I thank you for that. I've now got schwitzy shimmer all over myself and that is all kinds of fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real.